आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
In the question here it says, Micro is paid $80 per day plus $15 per hour for overtime. If he works 5 days per week and wants to make a minimum of $520 this week, what is the fewest number of hours of overtime he must work? Right. So first let us calculate how much he makes in a week without any overtime. So without overtime. So he works 5 days per week and gets $80 per day. So you have 5 times 80, which is $400, right? And the required amount, right, the amount he requires per week is a minimum of $520. So required amount is 520. To achieve that, how much overtime does he need, right? So the fewest number of hours of overtime would be when he just manages to make 520. It says here he wants to make a minimum of $520, right? So the minimum number of hours, the fewest number of hours of overtime worked would be to just break even, just make 520. So we need to equate the total money he made to 520. So total earnings is without overtime plus overtime, right? So let X be the number of hours Micro worked overtime, right? So in this equation we have total earnings equal to $400 that he makes in a week without any overtime, plus $15 per hour of overtime, so 15, and then X hours of overtime, so 15X, right? And this value must be equal to the required amount. So total earnings equals required amount, means 400 plus 15x equals 520, right? Now we need to solve this equation to get the value of x. That value will be the minimum number of hours Micro would require to work overtime in order to earn $520 per week. So that gives us 15x equals 520 minus 400, which is equal to 120. So 15x equals 120, x equals 8, right? So the answer here is 8 hours. Micro needs to work at least 8 hours, right? The fewest number of hours of overtime he must work is 8 hours in order to make a minimum of $520 this week.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT, जेईई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।